Hello everyone, thank you and welcome back to this YouTube channel. Please, if you are just joining us for the first time, thank you for stopping by and don't forget to like and subscribe. In today's class, we are going to be building this bank loan application dashboard that can be filtered according to the purpose of the loan and according to the grade of the loan. You can also do that by filtering according to, let's say for instance, you want to look at the loan extended for, let's say, education in the month of January. So you can filter it according to the loan application in the month of January by clicking on the purpose filter using the slicer here, and also clicking the January to see the loan application extended for the month of January. So these are the loan application extended for the month of January and according to grade A. Let's say you want to look at it according to all the grade, you can just uncheck this. You can see that according to all the grade, this is what we have: the application of loan extended for the month of January. Right, so this is how the Excel is. Excel is fully dynamic and fully functional, and this can be updated by putting more data into the data source. Right, so without wasting most of our time, let's get right into it and see how we are going to build this dynamic Excel dashboard. We are going to first of all start by building the Excel layout, the dashboard layout. That is what we are going to be doing first. So to do that, if you look at the video description, if you already have downloaded the file, you will have something like this. First of all, if you look at this file, I just added this column. Because I want to create a loan flag here that will show whether the loan is fully paid or the loan is not fully paid. So we are going to use this as a percentage, as we are going to use this to decide the percentage of the loan that is fully paid and the percentage of the loan that is not fully paid. Now, in the percentage for the loan that is fully paid, you can see that it's written boldly fully paid, and we have also loans that are currently running which are not fully paid, which are considered as current loan. Then the loan charged off are bad loans that they are not recoverable, so you are writing them off, right? So that is what we are going to do right here. But before we do that, let's go ahead and see how to design our dashboard layout. Now, if you look at what we have here, we have, first of all, we have the header, we have the title card, which is what we are going to first of all design. So the title card is what we have. So to do that, let's go right into our data source Excel file you just downloaded. You go to the Excel file you just downloaded, you add another sheet. You can rename this dashboard. Then go to your view and remove the grid lines. So when you remove the grid, I think everything becomes more visible. Like, I like using the full screen view so that I can see what I am working with. But if you don't want it, you can just go back. Like, if you don't want it, you can just go back to your menu, click this place, and you click on show always screen. But I always like my screen to be showing fully so that we know the layout I am working with. So let's go back and do something. So we go to your insert now to create the cards. Go to your insert. The first card we have is a title card. Go to insert and click on the rounded rectangle. Click on the rounded rectangle and drag. So because I want to use the same measurement as I use on the other, so I will just go back to this place. You may not have this particular dashboard, but you can do yourself the favor. Dimensions I have used, if you want to get exactly the same size, the same dimension, and make sure that your screen is on the 100% zoom level. So make sure that your screen is at 100% zoom level. Once you do that, you can see that my screen is on 100%. So I'll do that and come back to this place, come back to my card here, the one I just drew. Click on it, come to shape. I'll put the dimensions and enter. You see we have the same dimension. Then I can now adjust this. Right, I can now adjust this. So let's go ahead also and copy the height. So this is the height. Is this the height or the width? Okay, this is the height here. So we have the height. We have the height to be 96, 0.96. The height should be 0.96. Right? So this is what we have. Then we can go ahead and click on the shape again. Go to shape format, come to fill tool, and select the color we are using. This is the color we are using. Fill it and remove the outline colors. So this is it. Our outline colors have been removed. Our outline colors have been removed. Now we have added the first card, which is going to be our title, the one that will contain our title. Now we click on it again and go back to our shape again and click on shadow effects. When you click on shadow effect, apply shadow, and this is the outer effect we're applying. Offset button right effect. So this is it. Apply it. The background we are using is purely white. I don't usually like using purely white. So what you can do now, you can click on this rectangle here at the very edge between the row number and the column alphabet. Click on it and you come to your home, then come to your fill tool, select this color. Then we have a background that is a little bit white. You can see that the shadow we applied pops up a little bit because we have changed the background from white to that color, right? So that is it. That's the first card. Now the second card we have here is going to be the filter, the slicer card. We have two slicer cards here, one small one and one big one. So let's use the same dimension. So let's copy this 1.47 and 116. 1.47 and 116. So what you're going to do right now is come back to this place. Remember I said you may not have the same file, but what you need to do right now is just get the dimensions if you want to get the same thing. But you must first of all consider your screen. You must consider the size of your screen, right? If your screen is bigger than my own, you are probably going to be doing your own a little bit bigger so that it will cover up with your screen, because a dashboard is good when it has covered the entire screen and everything. And if your screen is big, you actually enjoy the view of the dashboard. So we have 1.7 and we have 1.16, 1.47 and 1.16. So this, click on it and come to this place, shape format. We have 1.16, 1.16 and we have 1.47. right? So you can see we are getting the height. Now you can now duplicate this again, bring it down a little bit. Then we can also look for the height. Click on it, get the height to be 5.34 and 1.7. So we have the height is this. So that is what we have in the height. So you can see that our dashboard is coming up to life. And we'll go back again and look at it. What do we have? The next thing we have this small card. This small card, we have them in how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have them in 5. So what are we going to do now? Just click on it. Let's check the size. You can use, if you are designing this for the first time, you will not have the size. So all you need to do is just get the dimension. This is dimension, and arrange it according to the size of your screen. So let's go ahead, duplicate this, position it well, add the dimension. You just copy it if you have it, or you type it in, right? So let's go ahead and see. This one will be a little bit small. We'll reduce the height small. We have 0.7. We have 0.7. So we'll come back here. We have 0.77. So this is what we have. You can go ahead and duplicate it. You duplicate it by pressing Ctrl. You can see that everything aligns properly, right? Everything aligns properly. But to confirm that, you can just select the whole sheet by holding down your shift key and selecting each of the card. Go back to your shape format, come to align and align top. So everything has been aligned equally. And also you can also do something, align it horizontally or distribute it horizontally to to make sure that everything has the same space in between them. So you can see our dashboard is coming up to life. So we can go ahead again and look at it. We have this big card, or we have this small card. So let's go ahead and create this rectangular card. So the dimension is 6, the height is the height is 2.77, and the width is 6.92. So let's go ahead and do that. Just duplicate any of this, align it properly. Then what is the height again? What do we have? Sorry. So let's go ahead and check. We have this. You must not use my dimensions. You must not use the dimensions I'm using. I am using this because I already created it for the first time. I want to replicate the same thing I did by teaching you how I did it. So let's go ahead and see. For your own, you can do that according to your computer screen size. You can do that according to your computer screen size. It's very, very important you understand that. So we go back again and look at the size. We have 2.7. So the height is 2.7. The height is 2.7. So this is the height. You can just align it, select it and this, and click on shape format. Go to align, let's say left. Yes, you can see it has adjusted. Now the next card we have, we have these two cards. We have these two cards that are behind here. So this is going to also be, look at the size, 2.7, 3 and 288. 273 and 288. So go ahead, duplicate this again. Duplicate it, 273, 273, and 288. Right, so this is it. You can also align it. Select this, the new card, and this, and so that you can align it. Go to your align, go to your shape tool and go to align left. Okay, so it has adjusted. Let's look at it. It has adjusted. Now the next one is just duplicate this also, then look at the size. So look at the size of it. Now the size is 240, 243 and 260, 289. 243 and 289. We have 243 and 289. Right, so this is it. You can also click on it and select the other one to align it. Let's say we're aligning it top, and let's say we also want to distribute that evenly. The space between them should be even, so we're going to click, select and distribute evenly, so you can see that the gap in between them and this is the same. Now, so that is what we have. If you look at it, our dashboard is coming up beautifully. Let's go ahead and look at it again. What do we have? We have this big card here, and we also have this small card here. So first of all, start with this. This is going to be what? It's going to be 539 and 277, the same height with that. So let's go ahead and duplicate. Let's go ahead and duplicate this. Let's go ahead and duplicate this. Then insert the dimensions. Inside the dimensions. Remember, like I said, your dimensions and mine may not be the same. The dimensions and mine may not be the same. So you just have to look at the size of your screen and do it accordingly. Right, select this and this. Let's distribute that, align that, distribute horizontally. Then you can also select this, and let's say align it by clicking on the shape format. Click on align top. Align top, everything is okay. So we can also duplicate this. And check the dimension for this. Check the dimensions for this. We have this. We have 1.49. We have 1.49. We have 572. 1.49 as the width and 572 as the height, go ahead and say this 1.49, as this a little bit smaller than what I have. 1.4, 1.94, 1.94, okay, 1.94. Right, so this is it. Select it and align it properly. So align this properly, shape, align top, right? So this is what we have. This, you can see the dashboard is coming up. The dashboard, the layout of the dashboard is the beauty of your presentation. So if your layout is beautifully designed or is beautifully presented, you have a beautiful shape and you have a beautiful. So the next card we are going to add is going to be this loan application by state, which is going to contain our map visualization. So let's take the dimensions. Look at it. We have the height is 2.8, 2.83 and 4.56, 2.83 and 4.56. So let's go ahead. Let's duplicate this, adjust it, so increase the height, increase the width to 4.56. have this. So let's add another card. All right, so you can see my visualization. My dashboard has come into play, and you can see how our dashboard is looking so amazing. With this, you know how your dashboard is going to look. Now, one good thing about building a visualizing data or building a dashboard is the coloring. You have to understand the pattern of color you're selecting. Your colors must be consistent, and you must always make sure that everything is aligned properly. Once your information are aligned properly, you don't have any problem again. Look at this dashboard, you can see that everything is aligned properly and the dashboard is already looking so amazing, right? So let's go ahead and add the title. For the titles, I will not bother myself typing, but what I did is to click on the insert, click on text box, draw a text box and type the name of the dashboard, and also I remove the shape and I remove the color, no field, and no outline. So we have this. Then you can change the title font to whatever you like. So I am using this Aptos Narrow. You may not have it, but if you have it, fine and good. You can see the dashboard is here, and we have this as well. So this is just a logo, right? This is just a logo. Now let's also look at what we have here. We have the total loan. Gets everything here. If you have it, added the titles, and I put everything in it. All the things I want to visualize, I just align them like this. When you have a layout like this, it becomes more easy for your analysis, because remember that analysis is going to be specific. We are trying to narrow down and see how each of these affect the operations of the business, which one is taking greater percentage, and very importantly, we want to know how many of our loans are actually good and how many of our loans are actually bad. So that's one thing the dashboard, one of the key things the dashboard is presenting. So if you look at it, we have this, we're supposed to add a divider. So go to your insert, go to shapes, come to line. So inside your line here, you can just insert the divider and insert a divider. So when you do that, you can choose to increase the size. And choose to increase the size. So let's just leave it like this and align it central, align middle, right? You can see it has been adjusted. So this is where you're going to present our good and the bad loan. I have this shape, I have this title, I have this. So I will just adjust this. We have this. So you can see that our dashboard is now complete. The layout of our dashboard is complete. So here is going to contain our slicer, what we're going to be using to filter or drill down in the dashboard, on the dashboard, and see what we are looking for, just like we have it here. Right? You can use it to drill down, look at things according to the way they happen. You want to look at the loan that we have collected just for the purpose of buying a car from January to December. You can see how it is trending. Our dashboard layout is now complete. The next thing we are going to do is to go right into analyzing our data. So you can just move this front, analyzing our data. So when you come to your data source, right, remember I told you that I added this column. In your own case, you may not have this, because I'm going to give you the raw file, and you're going to use whatever you're learning on the dashboard to build your own and to do something like that, right? So if you do that, you come to this. If you add the column, you can come to it. I have not added a table yet. You can come to, you want to add a flag, a loan identifier, or a flag that will tell us when this loan is this. If the loan is fully paid, we should classify it as a good loan. That if the loan is not paid, we should also classify it as a bad loan. Whereas if a loan is written off, so if a loan is fully paid, we will say it's a good loan, or if a loan is currently running, we will say it's also a good loan, because only loans that are currently running can be paid. But any loan that we have charged off or we have written off is going to be a bad investment, right? So let's look at it. Let's go and say equal to if, or, because we have two conditions we want to give. We want to say we have the fully paid and current, that loans that are currently running are also good loans. So we want to say if the loan status is equal to fully paid, comma, now the or, we are not taking the part of the or if the loan status is equals to, or if the loan status is equal to current, comma, then we should classify it as a good loan. But if the loan is not, if the loan status is charged off or written off, you can use the word charged off or written off. It's equals to charged off, comma, then what we want to say is equals to charged off. We want to say is a bad loan, right? We want to say it's a bad loan, but if not, return nothing. So once you're done with that, you press your enter. So we have something. We found a typo in your formula and try to correct it. Okay, I think the problem they're trying to correct is that we need to have two close brackets, right? Two close parentheses that we have not added, but when we do say yes, it will correct it. And you can see that everywhere we have this fully paid loan, we have good loan, right? You can see the condition has been met. Now this is another thing you have to understand. When you have a data set like this, right, any of your data set, in data analysis we say that every data there should, if you want to have a fully functional data that will not break in the middle of your analysis, then the data must be fully formatted. That is, you must be a fully formed data set. What I mean by fully formed data set is like a data that doesn't contain any blank row or any blank column. Now if you look at it here, we have this blank column all through, right? Why? Because of this condition we have added. Now because this data has no break anywhere, there is no break anywhere, I can simply double click on this and double click on it. It will filter down to the end of the data, right? But if in the middle of this, let's say here, we have this space, right? So if I click and drag, if I double click on this, it will actually come to this point and stop, because assume that this is the only place this can be applied and we have a break, right? But that is not what we want. We want to make sure that in our data there are no blank rows and there are no blank columns, right? To make sure that everything works properly. So in order to do that, we have to be very, very conscious. Before you start any analysis in analyzing any data, you must check for all these things, and Excel will help you do that. I think in the next section of the video, or in the next video we're going to be doing for data analysis for beginners, we're going to look at how to clean up data and arrange data and put it in a very well presented format, right? So like this one, now we have a fully formed data. What I need to do is just double click on this, and everything we drill down, we fill it downward down to the end of the data set, right? So if you're done with that, you can now go ahead. Our data is set. We can now go ahead and start the analysis. All right, so now before you start any analysis in Excel table is one of the most active or most powerful tool you can never joke with. Why is Excel table very important? Excel table allows you to group your data in one place. So if you want to start any analysis in Excel and your data is not in table format, then that analysis, I actually don't know what you're doing, because the table will allow you to group your data in one place, and whenever there is additional data you want to add, it will be easily updated, right? It will easily update, and even you don't need to start afresh again, and everything will just integrate in one, because you are able to tie all this in one table. So we're going to go ahead and click anywhere around the table, around inside the data, go to your insert and click on table. So yes, our table has header, that is why we have this. You can click OK. So you can see that we have added our table and everything changed this color like this. So that's the first thing we are going to do before we start analyzing our data. So to do that, to start the analysis, what we are going to do is to click anywhere inside the table again, go to your insert. We are going to be using the insert pivot table tool, so to create our data. So we have this. Now we are going to be inserting this in a new worksheet. So we are going to just click, after clicking on insert, click on insert pivot table, then you click on new worksheet. Yes, we click OK. So we have this new worksheet for us where we are going to start our analysis. Now let's look at it again. The first thing we want to visualize is our total metrics. Our total metrics are the first thing we want to visualize, right? These are our total metrics. All these things you are seeing on top here are the things we want to visualize. So we want to get the total loan application, total loan amount, total loan repayment, the average interest rate across the period, and the average debt to interest income ratio, that's our DTI ratio. So let's go ahead and see how we're going to do that. So when you come to this place, when you now come back to your data, what we are going to look at is we're going to say, okay, our total loan application, go to the ID, click on the ID, put it in the value field setting and value field area here. Now, what else we have? We're looking for the total amount of loan. So total loan amount for the period, we're going to say loan amount. The loan amount, we are going to add it. The next thing is what? We're going to look at the total payment. We're going to say total payment. Total payment, we also add it here. What again do we have here? We want to look at the average interest rate and the average DTI ratio, right? Average interest rate, the interest rate which we are going to be using the average. We have the DTI ratio, income to debt ratio, sorry, debt to interest and income ratio. So when we have it like this, now on the loan ID, we don't want the sum. On the loan ID, we want to count. We want to count the loan ID. You click on this, you click on the loan ID, you click on count loan ID. Now also come to this value. This one should be the way it is. Yeah, it should be the way it is. This should be the way it is, and this also should be the way it is. Now on the interest, we are going to look at the average. So you click on the interest rate, you click on average, and you click OK. Now the DTI ratio too, we want to look at the average, you click on it, look at the average, and click on it. So you can see that this is what we have. Now if you look at it, this is not the way our table is presented in our own analysis. So what are we going to do in order to present it like the way it is here? So what we are going to do right now is just click on it. Now come to where you're on the column side where you're seeing values, click the value and drag it to the row. So if you do that, you have something like this. So the next thing we're going to do is to format this table. So we have this we are going to format it into 1000. So you're going to go to your home, come to your number settings, go to custom. Because I've already customized this, I will just look for it. Okay, for this we can just go ahead and say 0.0, 3, right? So we have something like this. You click on OK. You can see we have formatted it to look like this. Now we have this is going to be in millions. This and this is going to be in millions. What are we going to do? What are we going to see? What are we going to do right now? Sorry. What we are going to do right now, this is going to be percentage. First, let's do the percentage. Let's go to percentage, right? So this is in percentage. Then this is going to be in our dollar sign. So let's see, what did I do here? So we're going to format these two in dollar sign. Press your Ctrl+1, go to custom, then type in this the way it is here. Type in this the way it is and click OK. You can see that everything is formatted in dollars. So let's look at it now. Sometimes the reason why I don't like usually presenting this, because except pivot table has a way of breaking things. There are some functions you may be looking for that you will not see. So let me rename this quickly. This is our total metrics, our total KPI. This is our total KPI. Let's say this is our total KPI. Let me make it visible. I like giving headers so that I will know what I am dealing with. It's our total KPI. Now Excel has a way of breaking things, but I don't want it to break whenever we start inserting our chart. So that's why I usually like extracting this information like this again. So I'll do that and I'll say okay, let's go ahead and just what you need to do is just to put equal to sign, click this and drag it down. Click this and drag it down. You can fill this like this. Now this is now out of, it is no longer in a pivot table, but it's just an ordinary table. It's just an ordinary data. So you can just visualize it. You can say change this name to, let's say total KPI, right? So we have this. So you can format this to also look at what we have. Format this, go to your custom. Because we already have it, I will just click on this. Okay, then this is percentage. I'll just click on percentage. Have this. Then we have this. Also, you can just Ctrl+1, go to your custom. Because I already have it, I will just click on it. We have something like this. You can save. Now you can see we have now created our total KPIs, which is what we are going to be visualizing. That's what we are going to be visualizing on this entire column we're seeing on top, right? So let's go ahead and look at it again. So we are going to duplicate this now. Duplicate this pivot table. So what do we want to see in this pivot table now? So we want to look at our total loan. This is going to be our good. This new pivot table is going to be our good versus bad loan. So When you come to this pivot table now, what we're going to add, we're going to add the good versus bad loan, good or bad loan that we have created. You just add it to the column. So we have something like this. We have your bad loans and we have your good loan. So you come here and I want to change this to percentage. Remove the grand total column by going to the pivot design, go to grand total, turn off the grand total. We have this. So if you look at it, we have this, right? So we are going to remove the average interest rate. We're going to remove the DTI ratio here. So we only have this. You can just add another loan ID on the value fixer, and then this one is going to be a percentage. This one is going to be percentage. This is going to be in percentage, while this is going to. So when you add the loan ID, you do the same thing we did here. You just have to copy this down, so we have something like this. So this is where we are going to apply our formatting. This is the total loan. Control 1, come to this section, apply this that you have already customized. Then this one too, we are going to add, we are going to put it in thousands. So you're going to also come to your customize, your custom formatting. Because we have already created something like that, I'll just click on it and now I will have, I don't know what is happening here. Okay, this is what is happening because we have not actually, this is supposed to be a count. This is supposed to be a count, so we are going to count, right? So you can see that immediately we count it, we have these values right here. Then this one is going to be a percentage. Now this percentage, this is where we're going to, this loan ID, we are going to put it, this loan ID that we want to put in percentage. When you click on the loan ID, this loan ID is going to be in percentage. So when you click on the loan ID, you go to your show value as. Under the show value as, you're going to show it as a percentage of row totals. You're going to click on it and click OK. We have it as a percentage of row total. That is what we have here. You can format this into this, so we have this value. Now you can see that we have our value for bad loan and good loan. So the bad loan on this case, in this case, is 16% and the good loan is 86%, which is actually very good, but we can also improve on that. So you can see with this analysis we just conducted here, we can advise the management on the right way to go. So let's go ahead and also bring down this. I want to bring down the loan percentage. Say good loan is equal to this, then bad loans is equals to this. So just format this, put this in a table, because this is what we are going to be using. Put this in a table, make it bold just for visual visibility, nothing else. Put it in, let's say, all border. So this is just for visibility. There's nothing much we are doing here. So we'll come back here and see what do we have next. The next thing we have is we have this average interest rate. So we're going to duplicate our pivot table, right? We're going to duplicate our pivot table. What do we have in our pivot table here? We only have the interest rate and the loan status. So the interest rate and the loan status. So you come here, you remove everything here. Remove everything here. We come and say, what is the interest rate and the loan status, which is the loan status. We have it here. So the interest rate is going to be average. We're using the average as an average. So the interest rate, like I said, the interest rate is going to be average of the total interest rate. So we are now going to format this into percentage, right? This is it. We're going to format it into percentage, and we have this. That's all. This is average interest rate. What do you have next? We have loan application by month. The next thing is going to be loan application by month. So duplicate the pivot chart, the pivot table, so here you're going to bring down your issue dates, remove your this issue dates, then you remove every other thing and leave by month. I have this loan application by month. Then we can now bring down the loan ID to the value section. So when you bring down the loan ID, you format it, remove it from, put it as sum. It's not percentage, remove the percentage. This is going to be count. This is going to be count, yeah. It's going to be count. So the next thing we have is loan application by employee. So loan application by employee, duplicate this. Loan application by employee, so you just bring in your employee on day. So you just bring in your employee length on the row. Loan application by employee on the row. Next is loan application by purpose. Loan application by purpose. Loan by month. Loan by employees. Then this is loan by what? This is loan by purpose. Loan by purpose. So this is our loan by purpose. So we are going to uncheck this and bring in our purpose to the row side, to the row column field. We have loan application by purpose. Then also look at the loan application by team. The loan application by term, the loan application by terms. Loan application by term. So we have, this is loan application by purpose, and we have loan application by term. You can duplicate this by term. Have this. So what do we put here? Loan application by term. Loan application by term. Remove the purpose and put your term on the row section, on the row field. So we have this. So this is going to be in percentage. The loan application under the counts, under the value field section, we're going to change it to a percentage of the grant. We are going to show it as a percentage of the grant totals. The percentage of the grant total, we have this. Then decrease the decimal places. Decrease the decimal places. Then we have this, right? So the next thing we are going to do, we're going to have our loan application by state, right? Loan application by state. So this is what you're going to do. Duplicate any of this. Duplicate any of the pivot chart. Then under the purpose, we are going to remove the purpose and we are going to add our state. That's address. That's address. We have this loan application by state. Right, it's loan application by state. Now, in starting a pivot table is inserting a map chart in pivot table function does not actually work. So what we are going to do, we are going to now create the same thing we did on the other sections. We are going to create this and make it more dynamic, right? We can drag this down to the end where you have this. Now we're going to use the pivot get pivot function to actually do this. We're going to click equals to, we're going to come here, Now we're going to be using the get pivot function to align this. So what you're going to do here is put your equal to and click on the pivot table and click here, and click on this value. When you click on this value, you change this cells reference to anything that is under this column and press enter. So with this, it means that any value that comes here, it must match it with what is in the pivot table. So when you do that, you just double click and it will fill downward. So format this again. Let's put it. This is actually nothing. I just do it so that I will have for visibility purposes, right? It's nothing. There's nothing there in this formatting I'm doing, just for visibility purposes. I think this is the last chart we are going to be adding. I guess this is the last chart we are going to be adding. This is the last analysis we are going to be doing, right? I think so. So that is it. We are done with our analysis. So the next thing we want to do right now is to start the visualization. And the visualization is what we are going to be doing. Remember that this is just an analysis we did on what our data contains, but how do we report this to the management? So that is what we are trying to convey, the message we are trying to convey to the management. So before we do that, let's do something quickly on the loan application by employees. Let's do something on it. You can see this is formatted in thousands, so we're going to do that quickly. And also loan application by papers is also formatted in thousands. We're going to do that quickly, right? So let's go. So loan application by employee is formatted in thousands. You're going to press your Ctrl+1, go to your custom. Because I already have that format here, I'll just click on it and click OK. We have this. Then we also have this in thousands. Select it from here. We have this. I think this was sorted too. We sort this according to what? This was sorted in descending order, and this was also sorted in descending order, right? So we're going to sort it in descending order. So this should be sorted in descending order. Come to this row label, come to this where you're seeing the row label, where you're seeing the filter button. Come to more sort options, sort it in descending order. So come to this place. We are going to sort this in ascending order. We're going to sort this in ascending order. Click on the filter button here. We're going to click sort options, sort in ascending order of what? In ascending order, and click OK. So we're going to sort this in ascending order of count ID and click OK. We have this. Also do this one. We are going to sort it in ascending order of count ID. In ascending order of count ID and click OK. So this is what we have. So we have it now fully formatted the way we want to visualize it. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. So if we'll come back to our dashboard. Come back to our dashboard layout. This is our layout. So we'll come to this, our previous dashboard, the one we have done, the one we are using to build that. When you look at it, we see that this is a bar chart, a column chart. So we're going to insert a column chart. And how do we start it? Okay, we'll start with this. So you click here, you add your text box. Go to your formula bar and put your equal to sign. Go to your total loan applications. Come to your total loan applications and click here. Then you enter. So you format this. You can choose. I want everything to look exactly this. I want to be consistent in my coloring, so just copy this format and paste it here. So we have this. The same thing we're going to do here. So hold down your shift and control, duplicate this to this place, then change this value, because we know the next value that comes after after the loan application is the total loan amount, which is going to be what? Which is going to be B5, right? Going to be B5. We now change this to B5. We have it there. So duplicate this as well. Duplicate it and change it to B6. Duplicate it and change it to B7. B7. Duplicate it and change it to B8. So this is what we have. So what you need to do is just copy the formatting here. Copy this formatting, paste, and paste. So you can see that this is the formatting we have. Everything looks consistent with what we have here. Change this to, let's say, analysis. Right, this is our analysis. You can see everything has been visualized, and we have this in our dashboard. You can see our dashboard is coming to life right now. So the next thing we're going to do is to now create a chart that is going to be presented in this place, and this chart is our monthly what is going to be our monthly loan application. So if we go to our analysis, this is what we have, monthly loan application. So we're going to click on it, come to your pivot chart, or you come to your insert, or come to your pivot analysis here. You click on pivot chart. When you come to pivot chart, you can click column, cluster column chart, and click on OK. So we have this. Cut this, bring it to the dashboard, adjust it to fit into the dashboard, remove or hide all value fill buttons on the chart, remove this, remove the legend, remove the grid line, go to your format, go to format, remove all fill colors, remove all outline buttons, all outline colors. You have something like this, and remove the chart title, because we already added a title here. Remove the chart title. We have something like this. So click here, change the color to what we are using, change the color, make it bold, change the color to the text color to this, make it bold, increase the font to 10. We have this. Now you can choose to leave this color like that, but I want everything to be consistent. You can go ahead and go to where here we have, you can see that here we have an outline color in it. We have an outline color on the bars. So what are we going to do right now? Let's copy the color. So if you come to the fill color, we have auto. So this is the fill color. Go to more. Let me copy this color. Okay, let's go back to our chart. You can choose to use this color, or you can choose to change your own color. That's up to you, but I'm just trying to replicate what I have done. Change the gap width to 150. Go to the fill color and paste the color code. You just copy it. We have this. So we also have an outline on it. So we have, if you come to this again, the border. So let's look at what color is in the border here. The color in the border here is going to be this. Let's also copy the color code. Copy the color code on the border and click custom color, click it and enter. So you can see we have the same thing. So let's add another thing we can do here is to add our data label. Add our data label on top. Change the color. Change the color. This is what we have. You can see we have this. So in this next card, we're going to be adding our good and the bad loan. So what you're going to do, come to your analysis. Come to your analysis, select the good and the bad loan percentage, and click on insert donor chart. Click on insert donor chart. Cut this, take it to your dashboard and paste. Format accordingly Format this accordingly. Remove the fill column. No field. No outline. No outline. No title. No legend. Adjust this. Then select the chart. Right click on it. Format data series. This the whole size should be 70. Yes, 70. The whole size should be 70. The chart color, we're going to use the same chart color we have here. We have green. We have this light green color. Right click on it to check the chart. Come to this place. Come to fill. Come here. Add the color code and press OK. We have this. Then we have this one. This particular section also have a lighter color there. You don't have it, remember. So you just have to do something similar, not necessarily the same, but you can use the color settings to get it. So I have something like this. And the next thing you're going to do is to duplicate this text box, bring it to the middle. What do we have here? What is the percentage of the good loan? Want to now bring the percentage of the good loan here. Equals to go to your chart analysis, click on it and enter. So format it using our color. I can choose to make a little bit changes to this. Okay, and go ahead and say this color, increase the size. Arrange it. Now this, we are going to reduce it. Right, just try to arrange it, align it properly. Now what do we have here? We want to have this loan application funded amount. This funded amount is the same thing as the repayment, right? This funded amount is actually repayments or the total payment made. So I want to be lazy here. I will just copy here and paste. Right, don't be lazy like me. So you just have to type. When you do that, you have something of this. So this is going to be total payment. What do you have here? I want to get every format in here, so I'll just copy this again. I just want to be lazy, right? Don't be lazy like me, guys. Like I said, I just want to be lazy. Don't be lazy like me. So when you do that, you have to remove this so that you align with what you have. So you go back, because I copied it from an existing Excel sheet. That is why we have that there. So I don't want to take reference from any of these Excel sheets. So I will just get the reference from the same document I'm using. Come here, click this. Yes, this is what we are visualizing. Total loan application, total payment, and total amount received. Total repayment is going to be total repayment. That's total repayment. This is going to be total repayment. I see that we need to adjust this. Need to adjust this. Okay, all right, so let's go. So this we'll apply the same color here, make it bold. But this color is a little bit dark. I don't think I like it. but anyhow, let's leave it like that. Increase the font a bit. So we have this. Now we're also going to now visualize our bad debt, so you can just duplicate this, duplicate, bring it over to this place. This we have this color. We have this color. So you're going to get this color. This is it, but this is a little bit darker. So you can just go ahead and say more. Okay, something lighter. Right, so that is the same color we're going to apply here. Right click, apply the same color here, the hollow side and everything. Of course, we're going to change. Okay, let's do that first. Let's change the charts data series. Let's change the chart data series. Change the chart data series, because what we are looking for is the same data series. Actually, the same data series, just that we're presenting a different thing, right? We're presenting a different thing altogether. So this is going to be 21. So this is a mistake too I'm about to make here. Let's go ahead and see how to do that. We already have our table that contains our loan application, right? This is our table that contains the loan application. So what we are supposed to have done is to take reference from here. Now we have the total good loan and the total bad loan in this. So the total good loan is this, is 12k, but what I have here is not it. So I can go back here, put my equal to, and go back to this place. This is good loan. Okay, right, so format it, copy the same format and paste here. Right, this is what it's supposed to be. This is exactly what it's supposed to be. Then we have total loan on the good, total loan, and the total good loan is going to be this, right? Total good loan is going to be that. So equal to, let's go there. This is total good loan. Click on this, right? So we are visualizing the thing. We are not duplicating the same information again. You see, I actually made a lot of mistakes in the presentation, but thank God I found that out. Change this to total loan amount, which is going to be this. That's the repayment, and we're going to also format accordingly. So you see, that is what is supposed to be. So let's go ahead and look at this. So here we're going to change this color. We're going to change this color to something a little bit lighter and something that will reflect that this is actually a bad thing, right? Something that will look like this, showing that it's actually a bad thing. Yeah, changing the color entirely. So this is going to be, then this is going to be entirely like this. Change this color to match. Change this color to match that. And this color to match that we have here, right? So when you do that, we have this. We are now going to say, okay, let's format this. We're going to say equal to, and we're going to come to our bad loans, which is this. Apply this formatting, right? This is our bad loan. This is the total loan application for bad loan. So we have total amount of bad loans, which is this total amount for bad loan, and we have total amount of bad loans. So the ones we have recovered, the bad loans we have recovered a bit. So maybe due to some sanctions, we are able to recover this certain amount out of this, right? So let's go ahead and format it as well. So you can see this is now our data. You can see our visualization, our dashboard is coming to life the way we have envisioned it to be. Now this is it. We have the total loan, we have the total good loan as 84%, and we have 16% as the bad loans, right, according to what we have here. So let's go ahead and look at it again. What else are we visualizing? So what we're visualizing is total loan application by purpose. So we are using a bar chart here, total loan application by purpose. So let's go ahead, go to our data, go to our analysis, total loan application by purpose, total loan application by purpose. We're using this. What you're going to do is click on your pivot chart, click on your pivot table analysis, go to pivot chart and insert a bar chart, click OK. When you're done that, bring it to your dashboard here, paste it and adjust it to fit into your card. Remove all value field setting or hide all value field settings, right? Hide legend, remove title, remove legend, remove grade line, change it, remove field color, no field, no outline, right? No field, no outline. Then this, bold it and change the color, bold, increase to 10 and change the color to what we have here, right? Then remove this, just click on it and delete. So we have something like this. So what else? Now the next thing we're going to do, okay, we have not removed the line, remove the outline color. The outline color is also no. So we have this. So we're going to format this. We're going to say the width should be 70 or 150, I guess. I'm going to format it to look something the same like as we have here. So click on this, click on fill color, come here, we have this color, then we have the border should also be this, right? So you can see we have something similar to what we have on the dashboard, even better than what we have on our initial dashboard. So you can see we have this, we have this. So the next thing we're going to add in that, we're going to add the chart label and the data labels. We're going to add the data labels, click on it and change the color, increase, make it bold, change the color to fit to what we are doing here. So we have this, you can see this is it. We have visualized that also is now in our dashboard. So the next thing we're going to look at is how to present, going to bring in our another donut chart for application by term. So application by term is going to be another donut chart. You just duplicate this, then change the data series, click on it, right click on it, click on select data series, go to select data series, come here, loan application by term, select it, okay and okay. So we have this, remove the field, remove the outline columns, no outline, every other thing remains, but we are just going to format it to look more like what we have here. So we have this this color. What is the color here? Let's see. Paste it right here. Custom colors. Okay, so we have something like this. Then this, we can just give it our normal background color. Let's say this color. Let's see, that's the color we are giving it. Then I can just copy this, copy this, and bring it here. Sorry, close this, just adjust it. Right, what do we have here again? Okay, we have the data label is there, and the legend is also there. So what you're going to do is bring this out. First of all, let's adjust this first. This is going to come out of it. So change the color to this, make it bold, make it a little bigger, make it bold, increase the font to 10, change the color to this too, make it bold, increase the font and make the color to this. Then bring this one this side. You can see our chart is coming on. Bring this one this side, right, adjust it and arrange it well. So we have this. The next thing we're going to add is this, actually the icons. Let's say we're adding this icon. Adding this icon. Right, so let's go ahead and save this, and the next thing we have is this. Also, we are going to have a bar chart, right? You're going to also insert a bar chart for this. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to insert a bar chart. Sometimes I'll just be lazy again. Copy this and right click on it, change select data set, loan application by what? This is loan application by employee. So let's go ahead. Sorry, let's just do it. Loan application by employee. Click on it, go to your pivot chart, pivot, bar chart, click, cut, come to your dashboard, paste, remove all value field buttons, remove the title, right, remove the grid lines and the legend, remove all field colors, no field, no outline color, right? This too be removed. Also remove this. Oh no, we remove something that we are not supposed to. Control Z. So this increase the boldness. This is the one we are removing. Adjust it to fit into your card. Then this should be formatted. Right click on it. Let's say I want to copy this format. Can I be able to copy? No. Let's click data series formats. This is 150. Let's make it 100 and see. This is 70. Let's leave it at 70. Let's see this too. 70. So this is 70, this is 70. We have this. Then make this bold. Change the color to fit to what we're doing. Change the bar colors also to look something like this, right? Then add the data labels. Change the data label color, make it bold. Change the color. We have something of this nature. Now we're going to add in the map chart. Let's go ahead and add in the map chart. So let's go to our analysis. Go to your data by analysis. So select the entire data. Go to your map. Insert. Go to map. Click on map. So we have this. Why are we having this? Let's just include this in the map. Let's see. This is what. Let's remove this. Right. Okay. This is states. Right. So let's go ahead. Go to map again. In some cases, before you insert this map, your network, your computer, your system must be connected to your system. Your system must be connected to the internet before you can see that. So let's go ahead. You can see we have this. Cut it, bring it to the dashboard, paste, adjust it to fit in to your cart. Adjust it to fit into your cart. Remove the chart title, leave the legend, just right click on the legend, go to format legend and click on uncheck this show the legend without overlapping the chart, right? So if you do that, this legend we can choose to take it up or we can choose to take it down. I think let's just leave this. Let's leave this. So this is our chart. This is our map chart. We're going to add the data labels. You can see this is now our data labels. We have added them. Then go to your shape format. Sorry, chart format. Go to this. Go to format. Remove all fill. Remove all outline colors. So this, bold this, bold it, change the color to this. We have something like this, right? So we want this to take our, this is the previous one we did which we did not pay attention to, but this we want to actually, this one we are designing, we want it to actually fit in the color to take the theme of what we are doing here. So we're going to say, so we click on the chart, select the chart, go to chart design, select the one that matches to what the theme of what we are doing. But sometimes I prefer changing the color from here, from the color theme here. I prefer changing it here because it's going to give me the color of, let's say, what are we actually doing here. So this is, anyway, for now let's leave this like this. Just leave it as in the next section. In the next videos I will try and find it because this video is already getting too long. It's taking more time than I expected. So let's add this. Let's add the chart for the rate, for the interest rate. So what is the chart for the interest rate? It's a column chart. right? It's a column chart. So let's go ahead, let's go to our analysis. Let's go to our analysis. Where is our interest rate? And this is our interest rate. Let's go to our pivot chart, pivot table analysis and add chart. Yeah, it's going to be a column chart. Click on it, cut, bring it to the dashboard. Where I was trying not to give myself work, I've actually done the worst. All right, no problem. We're going to repeat that. Then remove all fill, no fill color, no outline color, right? Adjust it, click on this, increase the column weight or reduce the column weight to, I think 70, right? Change the color to look something like this, or you can give it any color you want here. So what do we have here? Actually, we have a varying color. We have red for written off, we have a kind of light yellow, light pink, and we have green. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's format it. So this we have red, this we have red, then this current we have a little bit light, it's a kind of light this. Then where we have this fully paid is going to be, let's say, green, right? So you add your data labels inside. So I added it inside. The data label is for the whole chart, so let's click data label. Data label should be, let's say, no, not in the base, right? So something here is okay. No. So this and this, or leave it as a black matrix color, right? We have something like this. This is the interest rate. So this, we are going to repeat this, please. We actually made mistake by when we copied this chart. I supposed to have done this here, but laziness could not allow me to format it like that. So I will just go back and let me duplicate this since you are the problem. Duplicate this, adjust it again, adjust it, right click on it, select data series. This is loan application by purpose, right? Loan application by purpose, loan application by purpose, select loan application, select data series. Let's go back, loan application by purpose, go to this pivot chart. We have the bar charts, this, cut, bring it to the dashboard here, paste, remove all value field buttons, right? Adjust to fit their taste or to fit the cart. Remove this fill colors, no fill color, no outline color. Make this bold, change the color, make it bold. Remove the legend and the title, remove the great line, the legend and the title. Increase this, remove this too, increase this to, let's say 70, right? Then add data labels, change the color for the data labels to be white, bold, right? So we have this. Then change this color and choose to use this color. Let's say we are going with this color, and we have, let's say we are giving that an outline color, an outline color of this, right? So we have this, and let's save our work. So this is it. We have fully built our dashboard. You can see the dashboard has represented what we want it to represent. So the next thing we're going to do is to add these two slicers. After that, we are done with what we have. So this slicer, we did a little bit of formatting here. For the sake of this video, I won't go ahead in doing the slicer settings and other things. What I will just do is I'll copy this slicer formatting. I'll copy the slicer formatting and come back to this. The slicer settings I made, I customized the slicer. Actually, that's what I mean. I will do another video showing you how to customize your slicer to fit your design, but for the sake of time, let's go ahead and go to any of the charts, add a slicer. We have 3 slicers. We have slicer for the grid, we have slicer for papers, and we have slicer for month. We have slicer for month. We have slicer for month. Right, this is it. Click OK. And so these are the 3 slicers we have. So I'll go ahead and see if my slicer, the one I made, is here, because I just added it on before. So if it's not here, that means we are just going to go ahead and format it according to our taste. So let's go ahead and see. Cut this and bring it over to this place. Adjust this. Adjust this. We have set some parameters here. I'll set some parameters here. So let's go ahead and see. What do we have here? What do we have here on the slicer? The slicer size is this 1.4008. This is 1.40, 1.08. Right, so this goes here. This goes here, and it's a 2-column slicer. This is the 2-column or 3. Okay, it's a 4-column slicer actually. The 4-column. So this is it. Now, what about this? This goes here too. So the width of this is going to be the same. This is the width. The width is going to be that. So this paste here, right? Then the height is 5. Paste here. Then this we bring here. Right click on this slicer settings. Name on display. We are going to remove this. We're going to also remove this. Then we hide this. Then we can just right click on it again. Click on it, I mean, go to your slicer. How many say? How did you present this? 6. Right, so adjust it. Adjust it. Then right to December. We're also going to go to slicer settings and hide the display name of this. Right, so the next thing remaining for us right now is to customize our slicer to give us the same color we want it to give us. So you click on the slicer, click on this, click on slicer, come to this place. Now we're going to find a slicer we want to duplicate. So we're going to duplicate this. Let's say custom slicer, right? The whole slicer setting we want the fill color. We want the fill color. There should not be border, but there should be border outside. So the border color should be this, right? Border color should be this. Then the fill color should be, so just right click on it. We have duplicate this. Let's leave it with slicer 2. The whole slicer format, no border, but there should be outline color here. This, inside color, which is this. We should have it here. Then we have the fill. The fill color should be the fill color should be our theme color. The fill color should be our theme color. How will I copy this theme color now? The fill color should be our theme color. This is the color. Okay, right, go back to your slicer, come here, right click, modify slicer, the whole slicer. The fill color should be this, right? Then the font should be bold. The font should be bold, and the font should be this color. Okay, okay. So let's see if we apply the slicer, do we have any change? Yes, we have change. You can see the slicer is changing. The slicer is changing. So let's modify. Go back to your slicer, right click on it, modify. So the header should be, the header of the slicer should be what? The header should be this color. No field, no border, right click on it, right? Okay, we have not modified the color, the header, the font color. The header should be this font, this should be white and should be bold, right? Let's go back to the whole slicer again. Let's remove the border. Let's remove this border. The font should be regular, but the size should, yeah, the font should be regular. Click OK. Then we have the item, the selections. Let's see. The color should be this. Let's say the color should be something a little bit lighter than what we have here. Let's say its color should be this, right? This should be the color, right? The border, there is no fill. Let's go ahead and click and see. Okay, we are coming on. So let's go ahead and right click again. Right click again, modify, selection, right click. So the selection, we have the fill color should be the same thing with what we have here. Should be the same thing with what we have here. Okay, right? So you can see that we have this. Now this is our slicer. You can see that the slicer is now into place. So This is how to build this Excel dashboard. As you can see, we have taken a lot of time to develop this Excel dashboard. So another thing we are going to do, because if you select any of these slides, I can see that it is only formatting one of the items. It is not filtering all of the items at once. So what you're going to do is for us to make this more dynamic and for you to filter all the data as we have presented, then we just right click on the slicer and click report connections. Then click on report connection. We connect all the slicer to all the charts. So click on it, check all of them. Okay, the same thing here. Report connections. Report connections. Okay, these two report connections. Report connections. Click OK. So when you filter this now, you can see that everything is filtered accordingly, right? So this is how to build this amazing Excel dashboard for loan application. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see something, you want to be seeing more analysis and more things like this, all you need to do right now is just right click, is just to click on the subscribe button and like this video. Also share this video to someone who is interested in data analysis and visualization, because we're going to be building things like this greatly in the future. So thank you for sticking around and see you in the next section.